Due to his continuing battle with Floyd Mayweather and his highly anticipated June 15th fight against Frank Martin, Davis has been in the news a lot lately. With just a month or so till the fight, the two have been putting in more and more training tape. It seems like Davis is taken aback by some of Frank Martin's new training and may have underestimated him, so make sure to watch to the very end for all the information. After his first press conference with Davis, he already feels as though the fight is won mentally. "I feel as though the fight is won mentally because I'm doing everything I need to be doing." Breaking him down, studying his game plan, which is crazy, and a lot of the guys he goes in there with aren't like me, so our strategy is to go in there and take advantage of the game plan. I believe that the night will be crazy and that you will witness a pull away. In his previous 5 fights, he has either lost very close to the finish or been defeated by a rival before landing a huge shot, but many of those opponents are not me. Following their press conference, Frank Martin was asked about his thoughts on the matter. He responded, "Man, it's sparring, we're fighting June 15th. I don't even want to keep talking about the sparring. He was going to show me the video. He ain't show it. He showed a certain part and then they got turned up and all that. But it wasn't nothing that he showed. We fighting now. So the story of sparring, we can go ahead, sweep that under the rug. And when we fight June 15th, it's on. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and disable the post notification feature. Ring for those of you wondering about the sparring footage. Here's a little bit from the press conference about their sparring footage all these years ago. By doing this, you'll never miss out on any future videos from Combat Sports World. A lot of boxing watchers have seen the animosity between the two and how this bout is bound to be bitter and end in a knockout.
To show that he's a front runner. He put on for the people that he come with. That's what he think with thugs and shit like that. But I'm telling you,
that's how you do it, Tom.
It's a different beast in front of him. It's a different beast in front of him. Nobody that's walking with him, holding him hand in hand, is not going to be able to save him June the 15th. I'm telling you. And there's a lot of shit built up. It's a lot built up. And I'm going to take it out on him. Sorry to go.
Speaking to reporters about this viewpoint, Frank Martin said, "I just think that the dominance that Alpha Sid has in both of us just naturally comes out." He said, "I think it's just like he knows he's in there with something that's real, just from how I am as a person, like he knows it and feels it. We have a fantastic strategy. We had a strategy in place for everything, so I'm relieved that they evaluated me based on my previous performance when they faced off on June 15. As most of you are already aware, following his greatest victory, Davis has vowed to take revenge on Frank Martin for the annoyance he has caused him over the last 14 months. In November 2020, Davis pled guilty to 4 crimes pertaining to an accident that wounded 4 people, including a pregnant mother. Next, he received a 90-day home detention sentence. Prisoner at the home of his coach, Calvin Ford. Less than 2 weeks after winning his case, on June 1st, a judge concluded that Davis had moved from his house arrest to a new residence and a posh hotel. As a result, Davis was sentenced to 44 days in a detention center. In addition, Davis received 200 hours of community service and a 3-year probationary period.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail.
Davis is clearly going into this battle looking to kill it and prove to the world why he is so much better than the other competitors in his class. Merely returning to the ring is something I'm really anticipating. Given that Martin was seen partying with Ryan Garcia Jarrett, Davis stated, "I've been offered for a long time, I've been in jail, I've been under house arrest, and things like that. I'm just happy to be back here where I'm comfortable. I could be flawless and do what I do best, and that's give your fans the best boxing you've seen to date." Martin cannot afford to cut corners with his training, according to Davis' dire warning.
But Ryan, you been with him, been drinking, been out with him partying.
Who? Who been out with him partying?
Not recently, but you have.
After his last fight. After his last fight.
You have.
After his last fight.
Do you have the skills to do that?
After his last fight.
Do you have the skills to be out partying and missing? You don't have the skills to be doing that, bro.
Nigga, when did he fight?
If I started when I was 15, brother.
Man, you
taking
just
that
talking.
shit off.
You just talking.
I'm grinding.
That don't even make sense. You just talking.
Tank enjoys playing mind games with his opponents, much like Floyd Mayweather did when he was younger, and it seems to be getting on Frank Martin's nerves, which could work in Tank's favor. When Tank brought up Frank Martin's girlfriend, that little lady he got, that night, it was obvious how he felt about the fight. He said, "She's probably around here somewhere. I'll catch up with her." Martin claimed to have tried to exact revenge on Davis, but the latter continued his pranks and dominated the conversation with his loud voice, seeming annoyed, even angry. What are your honest opinions on this battle? People, before we continue watching the video, do you think Davis will win and defeat Frank Martin, or will there be a shocking upset? Come on, Fight Night, leave a comment below. With his new deal being even larger than Floyd's, Davis is demonstrating his confidence in this bout by declaring he has had a greater career than Floyd at his age. Davis continued to make his case and revealed a new contract he was considering, but he wasn't done yet. "I'm about at the place where I have passed him, and I am doing it at a young age." According to numerous sources, Mayweather inked a $200 million deal with Showtime in 2013. The lightweight champion said that Davis, however, continued to keep quiet about the magnitude of the massive deal he signed with PBC. Many boxing fans were offended by Tank's remark and thought it was unnecessary. He's not even comparing apples to apples anymore, and the money is different. Besides, he's not the boxer Floyd was when he was 29, facing Oscar de la Hoya and Zab Judah. You select your opponents carefully in the meanwhile. I'm glad that Floyd's career is finally being remembered and that people are learning he frequently faced elite opponents. Professionals have been discussing this matchup since June 15th. Former lightweight champion Lomachenko, who is also a southpaw, is aware of the challenges faced by southpaws and thinks Frank's skill and footwork may be a real danger to Davis. This is the intriguing part of this conflict. Davis is a terrific fighter who can stop opponents early in the fight with his explosive punches. Frank Martin, nevertheless, isn't your typical opponent. As a southpaw fighter, he takes the lead with his right hand and delivers blows from an unusual angle. Devin Haney thinks Martin lacks experience facing a fighter with Davis' caliber of knockout power. I believe FR defeats him. We haven't seen Frank Martin perform at the greatest level, the elite level, to be sure, but we haven't seen him perform like, say, Devin Haney. Do you think he's going to go in there and pass out? No, I believe he will enter there in an attempt to earn his respect, he continued. And he will fight back. Ryan Garcia, Davis's previous opponent, offered his analysis of the bout and chose Martin. This brings an end to today's video. Fans of boxing can be sure that Frank Martin will put up a fierce fight. Many underestimate his abilities, and Davis may be among them. Nevertheless, I'm going to go with Frank because I'll be there every step of the way and put him on game like this is what he likes to do, this is what he will do, boom boom. To ensure that you don't miss out on any upcoming uploads, be sure to turn on the post notification bell and subscribe to more Combat Sports World videos. I'll see you in the next one. Until then.